Hey everybody, it's B-Nard coming your way with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Jess, and she's got a very powerful team, as you can see. So it's going to be another good one, and we're going to get right into it. So she led with Suicune, and I led with Electros. So her pressure is going to come into play right away, and she's going to go straight for a Scald, trying to get some damage and possibly a burn. It takes me down by about a quarter. Unfortunately, she doesn't get the burn. I'm going to go for the knockoff, just because I was predicting a switch, so that's not going to do too much damage, but I am going to get rid of the leftovers, which was good, and then I'm going to regain some health with my leftovers. So this turn I'm going to switch out. I don't want to risk getting burned by this thing, so I'm going to come in with Hoopa. And she's just going to go for another Scald, which is not going to do much of anything to me, but she does get the burn, unfortunately, and then I'm going to take some damage from that. So this turn she's going to go for a Calm Mind, and that is going to give her a special attack and special defense increase, so trying to wall up. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball in case she decided to switch. So that's going to take her down to a little more than half, but I do get the special defense decrease, which was good, but then I'm going to take more damage from the burn. So then she's going to go for another Calm Mind to get another special attack and special defense increase. And this turn I went for the Thunderbolt, knowing that she was going to stay in. So that is going to take her into the red, but she does survive, and then I'm going to take more damage from the burn. So this turn I am going to go for the Shadow Ball again, just in case she switched, and that is going to be enough to finish her Suicune off and give me the lead at 6-5, and then I'm going to take even more damage from the burn. So then she's going to come in with Garchomp, and she is going to outspeed me and just go for an Earthquake, and that's going to be more than enough to finish my Hoopa off and tie the battle up at 5-5. So then I'm going to come back in with Electros, and she's going to switch out here. Not exactly sure why. She might be choice itemed, but she's going to come in with Conch Elder, and I just went for a Drain Punch to get some damage and regain some health, which I do, and then I'm going to regain more health with the leftovers, which is going to put me back up to almost full. So this turn I'm going to go for a Wild Charge for max damage, which is actually going to take her down to about a quarter, which was very good. And then I'm going to take recoil damage, and she's going to go for a Drain Punch, which is going to drop me down to about a third, and then put her back up to about half health from that. And then I'm going to regain some health from the leftovers again. So this turn I'm just going to go for another Wild Charge, hoping to take her out, which I do fortunately knock out her Conch Elder and take the lead back at 5-4, and then take more damage from recoil and also regain more health from the leftovers. So then she's going to come back in with Garchomp, and she's just going to go for a Dragon Claw, and that's going to be more than enough to finish my Electros off and tie the battle back up at 4-4. So then I'm going to come in with Altaria, and I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution into Mega Altaria. At this point I'm assuming she is choice itemed into Dragon Claw, but unfortunately she actually isn't, and goes for the Earthquake, predicting the Mega Evolution, so that was very good on her part. Going to drop me down to about half. But then I'm going to go for the return, and after I take some damage from the Rough Skin, that is going to be enough to take her Garchomp out in one shot and give me the lead at 4-3. So then she's going to come in with Scissor, and I'm going to switch out here. I don't want to get taken out with a Bullet Punch, so I'm going to come in with Empoleon, predicting that. And she's going to go for the Mega Evolution first into Mega Scissor. And she does go for the Bullet Punch, so that's not going to do much of anything to me. And then I'm going to regain some health from the leftovers. So she's going to switch out then. I guess she doesn't have any good moves for me. So she's going to come in with Cresselia. And I just went for a Scald to get damage on whatever she put in. So that's going to take her down by about a quarter, so not too bad. And then I'm going to get put back up to full health by the leftovers. So I'm going to switch out then. I know I'm not going to outlast this thing because it is very bulky. So I'm going to come back in with Altaria, predicting some sort of status move, but she actually goes for the Moonblast instead. But luckily I just barely survived that with 1 health, and then she gets the special attack decrease off that. But that's not going to matter. This turn I'm going to go for a return, which is going to drop her down to about a third. But she is just going to go for an Icy Wind, and that is going to be more than enough to finish my Altaria off and tie the battle up at 3-3. So then I'm going to come in with Venomoth, and I do outspeed her, and I'm just going to go for a Bug Buzz, which is going to be enough to take her Cresselia out and give me the lead back at 3-2. So then she's going to come back in with Scissor, and I'm going to switch out here. Not much of anything I can do to this thing with Venomoth, so I'm going to come back in with Empoleon. And she's just going to go for the knockoff, which is going to take me down to about half and get rid of my leftovers. So she is going to switch out then. Again, not exactly sure why, but I guess she doesn't have a good move for me. So she's going to come in with Thundurus, and I'm going to go for a Scald, which is going to take her down to about a third. But then this turn, she is just going to outspeed me and go for a Volt Switch, which she does get the crit, but I don't think that mattered, because either way, I think that was going to take my Empoleon out and tie the battle back up at 2-2. And then she does get the mandatory switch and come back in with Scissor. So then I'm going to come in with Conch Elder, and she's going to go for the knockoff again. Not going to do a whole lot of damage, but she is going to get rid of my Flame Orb with that, which was good for her. So I'm going to go for the Drain Punch to get some damage, which is going to take her down by about a quarter, and also going to give me some health back too. So this turn she's going to go for a Bullet Punch, which is going to take me down by about a third. And I'm going to go for another Drain Punch to get some more damage and regain more health, which is going to take her down to about a third. So she is going to switch out then. Not exactly sure why, but she's going to come back in with Thundurus. And I'm just going to go for another Drain Punch, which is going to take her into the red, but she just barely survives. And that is going to put me back up to full health. So then this turn I'm just going to go for a Mach Punch, which is going to be enough to finish her Thundurus off and give me the lead back at 2-1. So finally she's going to come back in with Scissor, and she's going to go for the Roost, which is going to restore most of her health, putting her back up to almost full. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake to get more damage, and that's going to take her down to about 2/3. So this turn she's just going to go for another Roost, which is going to put her all the way back up to full health. And I'm just going to go for another Earthquake, trying to wear her down. I kind of want to conserve my Drain Punches because I don't want to run out of those right now. So that's why I was going for Earthquake. So this turn she's going to go for a Bullet Punch, which is going to put me down to 2/3 again. And this time I am going to go for the Drain Punch, which is going to take her down to about a third and give me some health back. So then she's going to go for another Roost to restore most of her health again with that. So really just a war of attrition going on here. I'm going to go for another Earthquake to try and get damage, which is going to take her to 2/3 again. She's going to go for another Bullet Punch, taking me down to about half. And then I'm in turn going to go for another Earthquake, taking her down to about a quarter. So she's just going to go for another Roost again. Just a battle of outlasting your opponent, putting her back up to almost full. I'm going to go for another Drain Punch, dropping her down to about a third again. And then she's going to go for another bullet punch here. I guess at this point, she kind of just figured she wasn't going to outlast me, so she went for the attack, maybe trying to get a crit or something, but that didn't work. I did survive that, and I'm going to go for one more Drain Punch, which is going to be enough to finally take her Scissor out, and that is good game, Jess. So, thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. Also, if you're interested in battling me, leave a comment with your friend code, and we can battle. So, that's it, and we will see you next time.